today we're going to talk about the pyramids of Gizeh. Yeah, these are a bit of pictures. Egypt, the pyramids of Gizeh are Egypt's most famous monuments. It's in the western part of the Pyramid Road. It is located in Egypt and near the capital of Egypt, Cairo. Also near the Nile, because the Nile is also very important for the people who live there. And the pyramids are in the plateau of Gizeh, and the plateau of Gizeh is actually a place where the 11 pyramids are, and this is higher than the rest of Egypt, and it's higher. First, the pyramids were located in the middle of the desert and 20 kilometers from the capital, Memphis. But now it is really crowded, so there are a lot of people living there. But it is forbidden to live 1 kilometer from the pyramid, so it has to be 1 kilometer away. Also, the weather is really good there in Egypt. They don't have that much rain, that's why the Nile is really important. The hottest month is July, so that's actually where most people go.
I'm going to talk about the history. The pharaohs Cheops, Chephren, and Mykerinos let the pyramids made. The pyramid names are the same as the names of the pharaohs. They are built between circa 2550 before Christ till 2472 before Christ. They made it because they wanted to have a burial chamber to protect their bodies against sunlight and thieves, but that was not the only reason. Probably it had to help with the trip from life to death. The sloping hill could be seen as a stair to heaven. The first pyramid, the Pyramid of Cheops, was built in 2550 before Christ. 30 years later, the second pyramid was built, the Pyramid of Chephren, and another 30 years later, the third pyramid was built, the Pyramid of Mykerinos. And the pyramid themselves is nothing to find because bad people broke into the pyramids and took everything away. But they did found later a ship, the Khufu ship, and that was a ship that transported the dead body of the skeleton of the pharaoh to the pyramid. And they found it. It was hidden in 2550 before Christ, in the pit at the foot of the pyramid. The ship is preserved in the Gizeh Solar Boat Museum because the original was too broken and too old, so they had to put it in a museum.
I'm going to talk about the pyramids, where they were built. The pyramids were built for royal graves. In the beginning, the Egyptians didn't know how to build the pyramids. For example, they didn't know that foundation important was. The first pyramids they built was without foundation. Now you can find everywhere a piece of those pyramids because they collapsed. They chose to place the pyramids on the west bank of the Nile. It was important for them how the corners were situated. They also looked around if there was enough material. After they found the location, they finally started with the foundation. Most of the time the pyramids were built on a base of limestone. It's a strong base. It was necessary for the weight of the pyramids. limestone was also used on the outside of the pyramids. You can recognize chevron at the top of the pyramids. At the top of chevron, you see a little bit of limestone. On the other two pyramids, they removed it. Those stones came all the way from Tura. Then on the inside of the pyramids, you find 500-ton granite. It comes all the way from Aswan. It's about 1,000 miles. The Egyptians made a port. In the port, they put all those stones on a wooden slab, and they built it straight to the pyramid. The number of men depended on the age, the stone they have to build. There were 20,000 till 30,000 people who worked on the pyramids. Most people think that slaves all made this, but actually there were also workers who were paid. After the pyramids were finished, the architects and the workers were murdered because they know how to go into the tomb.
Ja.